Mm, back again in the late night. Back again in the late night. Little stream before bed. Little stream before bed. Zelenskyy. God, what a dumbass. Did you see Lazinski on and I don't care, some guy was making fun of me. I don't care if I'm saying his name wrong. I don't give a fuck. You fucking faggot. I don't care. That's part of my appeal. I come up with my own words. Don't you get that yet? Haven't you caught on yet, you faggot? Oh my god. Wait till you see him on here. I seen a clip of this. Wait till you see this. This dude is a joke, bro. He went on Brett Bayer and got fucking eviscerated by him. Watch this. I haven't seen the whole thing. I seen a clip.
And all of America in the Oval Office. Do you think you did?
He
And
threatened
do
our
you
country.
think you owe an apology to
Alex
President
Jones
Trump?
said he's done in 14 days. Alex Jones said he's out in 14 days. He'll have to resign. And Alex said he definitely threatened us. He said they're planning some type of false flag shit, and that's what he was hinting at, and that's what set Trump off. He said he called Trump and told him they're planning something. And Lazinski in the meeting, if you listen closely, he says you'll know soon. Did he say something about China invading us? People keep saying he said that, but I don't remember him saying that. I was at work though when I was listening to the whole thing, so I might have missed it. Did he really say that? These people do not want to end this war. That's what I'm saying about all this faggot ass trolling. Like you get in that Discord and people's trolling. Why hasn't Trump ended the war yet? Like he said he would. It's like you guys are fucking retarded, bro. You guys are retarded. Hopefully you saw today that it ain't that easy. These people don't want to end the war. Like they're literally it's what I said that's what I said about a week ago. I said they don't want to end the war. It's a fight. This ain't gonna be easy. Everybody thinks this is easy. It ain't gonna be easy to fire all these federal workers. It ain't gonna be easy to get rid of income tax or get rid of the IRS or end this war. It's not easy. Well, Trump said he'd end
Thank
it
you so
on day
much. First of all,
one.
thank you for
Okay,
the invitation.
brother. Okay. I'm begging you to grow up, brothers. And remember, when Trump won the election, remember, what did Biden immediately do? He immediately let them use the missiles. Remember, he sent them the missiles, the long range missiles fly into Ukraine. He did that immediately after. These motherfuckers been fighting against peace the whole time. And you got the nerve to give Trump shit. You got the nerve to act like Trump ain't trying. Come on. Get enough. Now is not the time to be trolling Donald Trump. And see, this is what I mean by some of you need to grow up. Like, it ain't about you. It ain't about you being the center of attention. Get over yourselves. Now's not the time to be trolling. You got one chance. Trump's all you got. You better get it. You better get a clue here. Some of you are delusional. You think everything's a big fucking joke. Everything's a big fucking game. These fucking lunatics are up against a wall and they're going to try something. They're going to do something. They have no other moves. But you got to break free of the fantasy and you got to break free of the delusions to see things clearly. The Democratic Party is defeated. Guys like this right here are defeated. Um, they got no other moves. They got no talking points. It's not working anymore. So Something drastic's going to have to happen. It's the only move they've got is some drastic shit. And a lot of you are going to fall for it when it happens. You're going to fall for it. You're going to start blaming Trump and you're going to start acting retarded. Not me, though. I mean, I've seen people talking about egg prices. That's Joe Biden's fault. Joe Biden killed all those chickens, killed 100 million chickens. I'm not going to play pretend with you people. I'm not going to sit here and act like that didn't happen. That's why the price of eggs went up. You want to live a you people want to live a fantasy. And we're not doing that. I done told you that's over with. I seen dumbass Junie talking about this. He made a post and he said, Lazinski had great composure. Are you kidding me? Lazinski had a full meltdown in the Oval Office because JD Vance said we need to try diplomacy instead of trying tough talk. And this clown had a fucking meltdown. He had no composure whatsoever. Bro, some of these people are delusional. They're so fucking, they're gone. They can't even watch a clip and see things clearly. Some of the messages I got today from people sending me messages like, what a bunch of retards. Like, Smokey, how, how, I'll pull them up for you right now. We'll read them right now. We'll come back to this clip. These fucking messages I get, it's just fucking stupid as shit. I'm telling you. I'm at work and I'm just don't have time to deal with you people anymore. I don't got time to explain this shit to you anymore. Okay, just be retarded. Okay, be retarded. Look at some of this crap. This guy was crying. Elliot Speller crying his ass off. Elliot Speller. Oh, this was so fucking funny. This. It's fucking. This guy blocked me yesterday. He sent me this. Look, it says, "My gosh, this is so depressing to hear." Now, you're never gonna guess the original tweet that this guy's replying to. You're never gonna guess. You you may think it's got something to do. Somebody died. Somebody got cancer. That oh, their dog died or something. No, no, no. This is so depressing to hear. Look at this. Due to a reduction in staff, NOAAG, Great Lakes Environmental Research Communication Services will be taking an indefinite hiatus. Please follow this other account to stay updated. Oh God, so depressing. Oh God. This is the typical liberal right here. Complete delusion, overreacting to everything. There's nothing depressing about this. There's nothing heartbreaking about this. Who cares, honestly? Who gives two fucks? And so I laughed at him, and he blocked me and sent me this. These people think they're like fighting Nazis. They think they're tough. They're nobodies. They're completely fucking delusional, and they are dangerous. They are very dangerous people, and they will get violent, and that'll be the final nail in their coffin. So I advise you to not try to fight pretend Nazis because you're going to get arrested and you guys are already fucked. I mean, Stephen A. Smith may take over your party. Stephen A. Smith sitting there going, maybe I could just take over the Democratic Party. And he could. He could. I'd run Stephen A. Smith. It's better than all the other choices y'all have, fucking Buttigieg and Fetterman and all these other clowns. You might as well go Stephen A. He seems to be wanting to step up and take over. So at least he can talk a little bit. You know, um, You got to try something new. I just I get so tired of talking about 2028 with people because they ask me like Pete Buttigieg. What about Kamala Harris? I'm like, bro, stop. I don't even. I mean, you. Some of you are like, you're slow, bro. I ain't trying to be mean, nothing, but you're slow. Like you're really slow people, and you just don't get it. You think none of those people are ever going to be president of the United States of America, and running them is retarded. Talking about it's not even worth talking about. Pete Buttigieg? Are you kidding me? Pete Buttigieg? Pete Buttigieg has no chance in hell of ever being president. This country's not electing a gay dude, bro. So this country is things have changed, and if you don't understand that things have changed, um, you're going to have a hard time winning the next two elections. You really need to adapt, and you need to adapt fast. I've been saying it since you lost. You've got to adapt, and you got to be quick because you don't have a lot of time. Because Trump's steamrolling you, and you're just God, you're so slow, and you don't understand it. So many people today going, "Wow, Trump made an ass of himself," and I'm going, "No, he didn't." What do you have to get out of the fantasy. You have to get out of the delusions. It's the only way that you can start to formulate a plan to win. But as long as you're in the fantasy, there's no hope. It's like when people want to insult me and they insult me with all these old insults. They insult me with stuff that's not even relevant anymore to my life. So it's just a waste. You gotta live in the current moment. You can't live in 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And that's where a lot of these people are when it comes to politics. They think anybody gives a shit about their crying. Nobody cares anymore about your crying. Nobody cares about your bullshit. Shame tactic bullshit. What Trump did to Zelenskyy today is exactly what we wanted him to do. He was in that meeting. He was insulting. He, I mean, they're trying to make a deal, and he keeps trying to fuck the deal up because he thinks Europe is going to save him. Europe's going to start funding him. Well, as I said in the last stream, I hope Trump washes his hands of all this. I hope he cuts all the funding, all the military support, and I hope he says, I'm done. I'm not going to try to get peace. Let them fight. Let Europe handle it. We got our own problems in America. That's what I want out of Trump going forward on this because what I saw today was just fucking ridiculous. This fucking guy goes in there and just runs his fucking mouth and doesn't even wear a suit. By the way, everybody's saying that's not a big deal. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Everybody else wears a suit. This dude don't have to wear a suit. This dude's coming and asking for money and asking for help from us, and he can't put a suit on. He can't show some respect. And then he goes in there and runs his mouth. He reminds me of liberals like so much. Like he is like the poster child for it. That attitude, that smugness that you shouldn't even have. It doesn't even make sense, you know. He's just like them. They're all so smug, and you talk to them and you go, you can't understand why they're so smug. You just don't understand it. Like, why does this guy think he's such hot shit? He's a fucking idiot. And I've debated so many of them, and they all have that same energy. And you get done talking to him after an hour, and you realize this guy has no reason to be acting so smug and arrogant because he's a retard. I keep trying to explain to you guys that I'm a retard myself. So when I talk to you and I listen to you and I go, God, this guy's a real dumbass, you really are a dumbass. You really are. When you make me feel smart, you're dumb. I wish you would understand that. It's not a good sign. I'm the last person you want me to listen to you and go, All right, what you just said sounded real retarded, bro. That's not good. It's not good. Eventually, you'll figure that out. And so many of you think you're so smart. You're going to come in here and you're gonna put me in my place. None of you ever do. Notice not one liberal has came into this stream since Trump won the election. Not one of them has shown up. But you know, if he would have lost, they'd all been in here wanting to run their mouths to me. So remember that, you'll know when Trump really makes a mistake because they'll want to come in here. The Junies and these people will want to come in here and rub it in my face. And they ain't been hitting me up trying. You know why? Because they're getting slapped around every damn day. I'm the last motherfucker they want to talk to. There are no talking points. There's nothing to say. They're done. Funniest thing is, if you wouldn't have voted for Biden, none of this would even be happening. Trump would be long gone. We'd have said goodbye to Trump a month ago, and you'd have a new president. And Elon wouldn't be in there, and you wouldn't have to be dealing with all these things. RFK wouldn't be in there. It's so funny that my prediction, and if you were in here for it, you know I'm right, and I don't care if you weren't in here. But everyone knows I called everything happening now. I told you you're going to regret voting for Biden. And I remember saying you're probably going to end up getting Trump again. And then you're going to have 4 years of Biden. It's going to be a disaster. And then everyone's going to let Trump do it. I said this. And it's happening now. We're in it. We're in it now. And now you got JD Vance. I mean, JD Vance is going to destroy you in 2028. JD Vance is a force. I've been saying it. Remember when Trump selected Vance and everybody was coming in here telling me about it, and I defended Vance and I said he was a good pick. And I watched one interview with him with Hannity and I said, this guy's great. You guys just don't know what you're talking about. Give it time. And here we are. You have to start listening to me. I know what I'm talking. I'm always ahead of you people. Always. Always ahead of you. And you want to argue and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But in hindsight, yeah, I always know what I'm talking about. And there's no pat on the back. None of you nerds ever come back around and go, oh, yeah, yeah, I remember you said that. I was wrong. Made a fool of myself, wanted to argue. No, you're on to the next thing. You're arguing about something new. And then a month later, you look dumb. When you gonna learn? When are you people gonna learn? I don't even hyper focus on this shit anymore, and I still know more about it than y'all. I don't even have time to stream every day anymore, and I still know more about what's going on. Y'all just ain't in the know. And that's why you get tweets like this. I mean, wait, let's read these tweets. By insulting a world leader to his face, and then act upset when he snaps back. Trump and Vance have been attacking Ukraine and Zelenskyy for months. Zelenskyy campaigned against Donald Trump and has been attacking Trump. If Vance wanted to hear Zelenskyy say thank you for the aid, then Google provided 50 clips of him saying it. He wanted him to say it to Trump. He wanted him to have some gratitude. Instead, Zelenskyy was in there running his mouth the whole time. Trump did not insult Zelenskyy until Zelenskyy threatened our country. He made a threat. He said, you guys are going to feel some pain. You guys are going to. And Trump cut him off and said, hey, you don't tell us what we're going to feel. Trump had enough. By the way, Zelenskyy got baited today by Vance And Zelenskyy did exactly what Vance wanted him to do. And Zelenskyy looks like a massive retard. So you can live in delusions and you can pretend that, but I'm telling you the straight truth on this. If Trump would have looked retarded, I would be saying that. But Zelenskyy made a fool of himself today. And the American people, a lot of them, are tired of this guy getting a blank check. And we're very happy to see Trump put him in his fucking place today. Because if it wasn't for us getting up and going to work every day and paying our taxes, this motherfucker wouldn't have he wouldn't even be around no more. Russia would have took him out. And the fact that they told him that, you would have lasted 2 weeks without us. And then he got arrogant and was like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Take his funding away. Go ahead, Lazinski. Go ahead and do it yourself then. I don't care about the campaign promise anymore. I don't want Trump to do anything else. I want him to let this motherfucker uh, do it himself. We got our own problems, so just tell Putin, hey, do what you want. We got our own problems. We're gonna stay out of it. You leave us alone. We'll leave you alone. We don't want war with Russia. Why would we want war with a nuclear superpower? Remember, I said that one time on the stream, and some guy said Russia's not a superpower, Smokey. He was trying to downplay it. This is how these people think. They they think that they can actually fight Russia. These people are dumb, bro. These people will kill us all. They will, because they're delusional as fuck. He got offended when I was like, "Yeah, right, nuclear superpower. Russia's not a superpower." Hey, the point is they got nukes, man. They got nukes. You understand what happens when two nuclear superpowers start fighting with each other? You know what's gonna happen? You know how that ends, dummy? These people want to wave their dick at Russia, but want to cower behind everybody else. But when it comes to like a country that could have a serious nuclear war with us, they're like, yeah, fuck them. We'll stand up to them. Fuck them. Remember when Trump was talking shit to North Korea? Remember that? And they was all like, oh my God, Trump's going to get us all killed. Oh God. If Trump was taking shots at Putin, the mainstream media would say, oh, look at Trump. He's escalating tensions with Russia. This is a lot like women. Okay. I understand very well what's going on because this is just like dealing with a woman. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you say. She can find the negative in it if she wants to, and she will. So it's best that you just say what you want to say because it's going you can't win. You can't win. So just say how you really feel. It's just like this is the same thing as women. Dealing with these leftists is just like dealing with a bunch of women. Maybe that's why they all want to become women and transition. My God, what is Trump and Vance doing? Have they said a single bad word about Russia or Putin yet? Oh my God. The fact that these people think JD Vance destroyed it. JD Vance hit it perfectly. All this tough talk hasn't led to peace. It's led to escalation and more death. So that doesn't work. So we're trying a new approach, diplomacy. And that we're not going to sit in here and shit talk Putin because it doesn't work. We've tried that. You all been doing that for 4 years and it hasn't worked. So we're trying a new approach where we're going to kiss his ass and we're going to try to get an end to the death and the killing and the war. So we're going to try to use diplomacy and be peaceful and be nice and say, hey man, maybe we can work out a deal here and stop killing each other. How about that? And we're not involved in this, we're not Ukraine, so we're coming in as the middleman. We're saying, hey, maybe we can have some peace. We can sit down. We're not on nobody's side here. We're just looking for peace. You guys trying to pretend like Trump is on Russia's side, it's because he wants to end the war, is absurd. It's just so stupid and childish. I'm begging you guys to just go sit down at the kid table. Nobody's listening to you anymore. People's rolling their eyes at you. You guys look more and more dumb and childish by the day. Just go sit down and hush. I see these Democrats talking. I scroll down my timeline. I see them. I'm laughing at them. They don't have anything to say anymore. It's a fucking joke. I can see why they don't want to debate anymore. They don't want to get on Discord anymore. I wouldn't either. You got nothing. You really have nothing. You have no arguments left. It's crazy to see you so defeated. And as I told you, the best course of action is to just sit back and wait for Trump to make a mistake. The problem is you see everything as a mistake and you keep jumping and pouncing on things that aren't mistakes. And you're just embarrassing yourselves. Maybe the best course of action would just really be just to stop completely. Don't pounce on nothing. Just y'all need to chill. Democrats just look dumb as fuck every day. Even Lindsey Graham came out and said Lazinski's making a fool of himself and he should resign because and Lindsey Graham's been kissing Lazinski's ass this whole time. You guys need to really, I mean, you really need me. You really need me here because y'all don't know how to think for yourself. You can't fucking, you need all this shit explained to you like children. God knows what news sources Elliot Speller's watching, but turn them off. Turn them off. This motherfucker's so caught up in that Russia, Russia, Russia narrative. Destiny said that Trump, they had the P tape. He's still talking about the PP tapes, the fake PP tapes. Well, Putin's got the PP tapes, and yeah, he blackmailed Trump, and it's like all your whole theory is just because Trump ain't shit talking Putin while he's trying to make a deal with him. Like that's your come on, man. People don't realize how childish they sound, do they? I mean, look at these questions. But how does attacking Ukraine and Zelenskyy help get peace? How was Trump attacking Ukraine? Trump did not go off on this dude until he threatened our country. Zelenskyy talked so much shit. He was rolling his eyes, shrugging his shoulders. He was acting like a fucking clown, saying he will not negotiate and all this stuff. These guys had a deal in place behind the scenes. And when he got in front of the cameras, he started running his mouth. Trump tried to keep his composure, and he did. He did until Lazinski's up there saying, you're gonna feel some pain. You're gonna feel pain too. You're gonna we're gonna feel what? What are you talking about, guy? What do you mean we're gonna feel pain? Get the fuck out of here. You're not coming in the Oval. Are you threatening us? You mean we're gonna feel some pain? Tell us how we're gonna feel. And then Trump had to lay it to him straight. You don't hold the cards. You don't hold the cards. It's a figure of speech. And Lazinski responded by going, "We're not playing cards. I'm a world leader in a war. I'm a, I'm telling you, bro. Like I'm sitting there listening. I'm thinking, what kind of leftist horseshit did this guy just say? This guy took a figure of speech. You don't have the cards. Figure of speech. It means you don't have no leverage. You don't have no power. Your back's against the wall, brother. And I'm giving you a way out, and you better take it. You don't have the cards. And if you keep playing this hand, you're gonna lose it all. I'm offering a way out. You don't lose. You're gonna lose a little, but you're not gonna lose it all. And that's what I'm all here to offer you. I can't offer you everything. I can't. I can't I can't make Putin give the land back that he's taken. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. But that's not going to happen. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to go to war with Russia to take those lands back for you. I'm not willing to do that. So this is the best deal I can offer you. And he spit in Trump's face. And that little comment about we're not playing cards. I'm a world leader in a war. I'm the adult. Why are you acting like a kid? Why are you acting like a no, no, no. Trump's not acting like a kid. He's using a figure of speech. You're acting like a fucking childish leftist, pretending like you don't understand what's being said. The way he acted today is like reminds me of Junie. It reminds me of Parr. It reminds me of all these fucking dorks that I've argued with. It's just like it's they argue. That's how they argue. And I guess does that work on people? I don't fucking know. It ain't working on me. It didn't work on Trump. It's very childish to me when y'all act like that. But he doesn't want peace because if there's peace, then he has to hold an election and he will be voted out of office. Um, he's led his people to slaughter, all for money. And there's no telling how much of that money he's laundered into his own bank accounts. It's all going to come out. It's all going to be exposed. Zelensky's on borrowed time. Zelensky's done. Done. He is done. He really fucked up today. And watching you all, I'm telling you right now, all these stupid tweets you guys are making, you're gonna look real dumb. I'm telling you right now, Trump and Vance came off looking great in that exchange. And the only people that don't think so are the people that always hate Trump. That should tell you something right there. The only people telling you that Trump looks stupid today are the people that usually hate Trump anyway. Or these warmonger motherfuckers that want to keep these wars going. It's the only two people. Everybody else sees it for what it is. This fucking guy comes over here. He's ungrateful. He thinks we owe him something. The world thinks we owe him something. The world thinks we got to pay their bills and pay for their defense and do all these fucking things and feed them and all of this shit. And we elected Trump because we're tired of that. So everyone's going to have to come to terms with the fact that we did vote for this. This is exactly what we want. And you may not want it, but your guy lost. Kamala lost. So we won. When Biden won, I remember y'all telling us that you all won and we need to sit down and hush. All right. Well, now you need to sit down and hush. You lost. And we watched you all fund this war and get and kill all these people and all this mess for 4 years, and now it's over. We're done. We don't want to fund it. I don't want to fund any of it. I don't want to send them, especially after today. Fuck this guy. Fuck Ukraine. Let them fend for themselves. Let them go get Europe. Let Europe pay for all this shit. Simple as that. If Trump is so confident that any peace deal he creates won't be simply broken once again by Russia, then why is he so scared of giving Ukraine security guarantees? Why won't Trump put his money where his mouth is? Because we are not entitled to defend Ukraine, Elliot. I know that that's a hard pill for you to swallow. I know that your brain can't accept that, but that is the truth. We are not required to indefinitely defend and fund the survival of Ukraine. Our country's in massive debt. And by the way, the fact that we would have had a mineral deal with Ukraine means we would have had interest in defending Ukraine. Okay? Why don't you let Trump handle things? Why don't you quit trying to sabotage the president's efforts? Because I'm sure none of you were treating Biden like this. You weren't questioning Biden's every move when he was just pouring money into their bank accounts over there. And what, 70% of that money or whatever, they don't know where it is. They can't find it. They don't know where it went. So you guys sit back and had nothing to say about that. I'm going to ask you to please sit down and shut the fuck up and allow Trump to have time. You gave Biden 4 years to fuck this country up. You let him send money over there. You question none of it. I find it very suspicious that now you all want to stand up. You got all these questions. I don't buy it. I see right through it. Everybody else might fall for it. I see right through you motherfuckers. You have to understand when you talk to a guy like me, I see right through you. I see you. You don't actually care about any of this stuff you're typing. You hate Donald Trump and you see an opportunity to attack. Or I'm here to tell you right now, dummy, you do not have an opportunity to attack. You're wrong again. Your guy blew it today. You took another L today. Try to gain some self-awareness. Try to realize when you lost because you guys lose and you throw a fucking parade like you did something. You've done nothing. You've been getting the shit smacked out of you for a while now. You was getting the shit smacked out of you when Biden was president. You motherfuckers ain't been winning shit. Ever since you elected Biden, you've been getting fucked. You've been getting fucked on them gas prices, fucked on them food prices, fucked it. You voted for a guy and you didn't even get to gloat about Biden. You didn't even get to gloat about it. It didn't even take long for everything to start to go to shit. And what was there to gloat about? I can't believe these people are still typing. I can't believe they still send me fucking paragraphs of shit. Why are you typing? Why are you pretending you know more than me? How many times I gotta school you motherfuckers? How many times I gotta whoop a man's ass for he sits down and stops fucking with me? How many times must I slap you? Seriously, my God. Humble yourselves. Jesus fucking Christ. I will be right about this. You'll be wrong. Mark my words. Remember this stream. Memorize this. I will be right. And I hope Europe jumps in and funds it. Good luck, Europe. Good luck with all this shit. I'm sure Russia and China really love that meeting. They are breaking out the good champagne together tonight. Vance and Trump couldn't help themselves. They couldn't keep their emotions under control. They couldn't stop insulting Zelenskyy to his face. That's just not what happened. You liberals go off on these rants and I read them and I go, yeah, but that's not what happened though. That's not based in reality. Did you see the video of the Ukrainian ambassador sitting there shaking her head while Zelenskyy was talking? Guys, Zelenskyy blew it. Stop typing this delusional shit in my Twitter mentions, bro. Seriously. This is fucking delusional fucking thinking. Trump is trying to get a deal made and end this war. And this Zelenskyy dude would not stop running his mouth, insulting Putin, talking that shit. I'm not going to accept a ceasefire. I'm not going to accept this. I'm not. It's just like, bro, It's like Trump said at the end of the meeting, it's going to be hard to get a deal with these attitudes. These attitudes got to change. Yeah. And then you got to listen to delusional children tell you, well, Russia invaded, blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, we get it. We get it. But we're trying to end the war. And we're not going to end it by bitching about who started it. You know, we all know who started it. We also know that a lot led up to that. A lot led up to that. And we remember Putin constantly coming out and saying, hey, don't do this. And then they did it. Don't do this. And then they did it. Don't do that. They did it. So, but we're all supposed to play dumb and we're supposed to pretend we don't know any of that information. And I'm sorry, but we're not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not doing that. So I'm not on Russia's side. I'm not on Ukraine's side. I just don't want to be involved in this shit no more. Stop sending my money over there. I don't want to be involved with this arrogant cocksucker who doesn't think that. I mean, he literally said, they said, where would you be without us? And he just kind of went, you know, we stand and we fight. It's like nobody's trying to put your soldiers down or anything. We're just saying the truth here. You'd all be fucked if we didn't send all these weapons and money to you. This war had been over a long time ago, and Russia would have steamrolled your ass. And for him to sit there and act like that's not true is ridiculous. Him. He's ungrateful. So let him figure it out himself. What did this guy mean by this? What is he? What? What do you mean by that? Oh, shit. I hear all viewpoints. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Russian foreign ministry seems very happy with how the meeting turned out. So if the goal was to please enemies and upset, Russia is not our enemy, Elliot. We are not at war with Russia. This is what I mean. Like, these people are delusional, where they want us to be at this, to have this fight with Russia with this. No, we are looking for a peace deal to end that war. Very simple, Elliot. Not taking sides. Um, JD Vance explained it perfectly. It's like these idiots just didn't hear a word JD Vance said. JD Vance said, we tried it your way. We tried running our mouth, and that doesn't work. So we're trying diplomacy. We can't. And Trump said, like, you can't be in here. I can't be in here saying shit about talking shit about Putin. That's not. I'm trying to make a deal here. That's not how you make a deal. Can anyone can anyone explain to me how Trump attacking Putin would benefit the situation right now? I'm all ears. You guys think you're so fucking smart. Tell me about it. You haven't thought this through because you don't think at all. You regurgitate talking points from podcasters. I'm very aware of how you all operate. I come up with my own thoughts. You guys don't. It's David Packman, it's fucking Rachel Maddow, it's Kyle Kalinske. And that's why you all sound the same. And that's why if you debated one of you, you've debated them all. You don't have original thoughts in your head. You're all in a cult. I don't have to go get my opinions from other people before I go live. I already have my thoughts based on what I'm seeing. So I can listen to the clip of Zelenskyy and then come up with my own thoughts. You understand? Have my own point of view. I don't need to go, well, let me hear what one dude said about it. Let me hear what Joe Rogan says about it before I say anything. Oh, Russia seems very happy that Zelenskyy made a fool of himself. Yeah, I'm sure they are happy about that. They're at war with him, dummy. What do you fucking expect? Shit. Trump claims to be neutral, but how can you be neutral when attacking Ukraine? He wasn't attacking Ukraine. He was telling the guy, oh my God, this is delusional. And his president nonstop. He was not attacking Zelenskyy nonstop. I watched the entire 50-minute clip. He was not doing that. While at the same time praising Russia and his president nonstop. He wasn't praising Russia and Putin nonstop. He wasn't. This is ridiculous. Y'all gotta stop. What the? How do you respond to complete delusion? Seriously. You know what's funny too? You know what's so funny is he's mad about Trump talking shit about Ukraine, but he wants him to talk shit about Russia. So if Trump was talking shit about Russia, he wouldn't have no problem with it. It's when Trump talks shit about Ukraine is a problem. So you're not mad that Trump's neutral. You're mad that Trump is not siding with Ukraine blindly like Biden did. You want this war to continue until every Ukrainian is killed, and then you have to go fight it, which is what'll happen. You'll be drafted to go fight it. You need men to fight wars, guys. And they're running out of men. That's the thing. They're running out of men. Russia's got a lot more men. Russia also has this little thing, you might have heard about it. It's called nukes. So, and without America and all these other countries backing Ukraine and sending money and stuff and weapons, Ukraine can't fight this war. What's so hard about understanding this? Trump and Vance have been attacking Ukraine as president for months, while not saying a bad word about Russia or its president. Is that neutral? Is telling the truth an attack? Elliot, let me help you, kid. Trump and Vance want a deal to end this war. Putin is willing to make a deal. Zelenskyy wants to make an unrealistic deal. He's making demands that just it's not going to happen. It's not realistic. Trump knows that. Everybody knows that. Zelensky's playing games, and he played them today in the Oval Office in front of the media. He was arrogant. He was ungrateful. He was obnoxious. He made a fool of himself today. He was disrespectful to the country, to the president, and he agreed to things in private. And then when he got on camera, he wanted to change the deal. He wanted to renegotiate it right there in front of the media. It was disrespectful. And he threatened us. He threatened this country. He said, "Oh, you're not safe from the ocean. You'll feel the pain too." And then Trump had to step in after 40 plus minutes. Trump had to step in and say, "That's enough. You're not going to sit here and run your mouth like this." What has been said about Ukraine is true. What has been said about this man is true, that he will not hold elections, that he has banned opposition in his country, opposition media, opposition politicians, and parties have been banned. He will not hold an election. Well, they're at war, Smokey. They're at war. Okay, liberal. If we were attacked tomorrow and years went by and we were in a war and Donald Trump said he was suspending the 2028 election, I'm sure you'd be okay with it, wouldn't you, liberal? See, I see right through you. So you need to remember that when you say things to me because I see right through you people. Stop sending me these stupid fucking tweets because I see right through it. Stop typing all this and instead of typing all this, go, I just hate Trump, Smokey. And I'll go, I know you do, brother. I know you do. Because it just would save a lot of time. You want Trump to badmouth Putin and badmouth Russia, but you got a problem with it when he does it to Ukraine and Zelenskyy. You don't want him to be neutral. You want him to do what you want him to do. You want him to share your point of view. You want him to side with Ukraine and keep this war going. For whatever reason, that's what you want. And that's not what Trump wants. And the way to end the war is, first of all, you have to get Putin to end it. You have to convince Putin to stop fighting. You cannot attack Putin. That doesn't work. Tried it, doesn't work. All this tough talk doesn't work. Don't try to be nice. On the flip side, you got Zelenskyy, who will not come to the table. He will not make a deal. He is so stubborn. He's so arrogant. He is willing to fight, and he's going to fight to the last man. He's out of his fucking mind. He seems drunk with power, and he's got to be put in his goddamn place. He's got to be brought back down to reality. Somebody's got to tell him, "Hey, man, it's over, bro. You either make a deal or we're done, and you can figure it out on your own. Go talk to England, go talk to France, go talk to these other countries and beg them for money. We're done." Now we could just pull out and say fuck it, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna help you get some type of ceasefire, a peace deal. We're gonna end this war for you. Before and we're not even gonna pull out. We're gonna have a deal with you. We get some of the minerals in your country. Um, we got a vested interest in Ukraine, yada 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 yada. See, it's a lot more easier to put some troops in Ukraine and have, some security when you have this mineral deal and you got a bunch of minerals and there's a vested interest in America being there. Then and that's what Trump was trying to tell me. It's a lot more easier once we get the deal done for me to provide security. Because it's a lot easier to go, hey, we have to be there. Well, what about our 50% of the minerals? We gotta protect it. We gotta be able to get it. We gotta be there. We can't have Russia over there taking it. This retard and these retards in my mention, all these dumb motherfuckers can't grasp anything. Think they so clever. I still don't understand how this is in America's interest. How is it in America's interest not to keep sending billions of dollars to a foreign country? How's it in America's interest not to have World War III? What? Trump might have just blew a minerals deal worth hundreds of billions of dollars. That's not what happened though. Once again, Elliot, you have to live in reality. You're in a fantasy. You're in a fantasy where Trump blew the deal. Trump did not blow the deal. He did. Zelenskyy blew the deal. Zelenskyy had no intentions of actually going through with this deal. He came in there to run his mouth and grandstand, and he blew it. And you'll see over the next couple of days and weeks how much he blew it. But remember this stream tonight. Remember these stupid fucking tweets. Remember these stupid fucking takes. Remember them in a week. Think about them a week from now. Think about them next fucking Saturday. Think about it. As the sun rises, think about the dumb fucking takes a week ago. As you look around and you see, Trump was right again. It all worked out. This guy's a clown. God, I hope Europe steps up. I hope the EU comes out with a big $100 billion package, like weapons and money. I'll send it to Ukraine. I hope they send troops. Fuck yeah. Watch you fucking dumb motherfuckers fight to the death over there. That's great for America. Y'all fight it out. Y'all kill each other. We'll be sitting over here fixing our own shit. We don't want to fix your country. We don't want to fight your wars. You want to antagonize Russia and stir up a bunch of shit? That's your problem, not ours. We didn't tell you to do that. You did that. You poked the bear. Did he really say that China would invade us? Did he say that? Keep seeing people posting that. Did he really say that? Elliot Speller was going off. Say, look at him. He's delusional. Lazinski was not rude at all. Oh my God. There's literally a compilation of him rolling his eyes and shit. Come on, man. Trump and Vance went off on a rant. Not at all. Vance did not go off on a rant. Vance was very composed and made a great point. And Lazinski exploded after that and made a fool of himself. It was Russia who invaded us. We know. We know. We all know, brother. Do you want to end the war or not, though? He's like, he just doesn't get it, man. He just doesn't get he has no leverage and he's going to have to. Putin has all the leverage. Now, Lazinski is like, no, no, no. We have the leverage if America sides with me and gives me money and if the gravy train doesn't stop. Well, no. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. It's going to stop. Sorry. It's over. We don't want to fund this never-ending war that we know you can't win. We know that you just can't win it. We know that it's only lasted this long because we've been funding everything. So, and we just can't keep funding this until the end of time. We just can't do it. And when you find out 70, 80% of the money disappeared, nobody knows what happened to it. Oh my God. Why would you ever want to send another dime after you hear that? Even if you support the Ukraine, even if you support it, the money's not even going there. It's going to some dude's bank account or something. It's a mess. Ukraine never asked for troops. I've seen clips of them saying they might need troops one day. I've seen clips. There was a clip of Zelensky said some shit like that. We should just invade them. Fuck it. What if we invade? What if we teamed with Russians and invade them too? It's over. We're leaving. We're done with it. And get a suit. Get a suit. What else happened today besides this guy getting finished off? He's done, I'm telling you. And all your dumb takes are gonna look real dumb. So type away. I love it when you guys get all emotional. Type and type, type, type. I love it. Don't delete it either. We'll come back to it in a week. I'll come back to it. And I'll go, hey, remember this stupid shit? Remember all this panic? Remember all the panic about what was that country? Who was that nerd? Colombia, I think it was, with the illegals, and he was going to buck up, and he ran. Remember, he typed a big long speech, and he ran his mouth. He talking about like he was some tough guy, like he was going to lay on his sword. He was going to fight. And then an hour later, or so he quit, gave up, and he typed 2 pages of just he literally 2 pages. You had to turn the page to read the rest of his shit. That's how much he's hyped. You turn the page. Page 2. There should not be a page 2 in your little rant. And he went on it. All these guys try to buck up. He probably thinks Europe is going to back him. I feel like he knows Europe's going to back him, and that's why he went in there like that. Well, good luck. Good luck fighting the never ending war. And I want us to stay out of it. We don't have to be involved in it. Hey, we tried. Trump tried to bring peace to the thing. He tried. But this guy clearly doesn't want it, and hell with it. I don't hold it against Trump. He tried. You can't keep all the promises. You can only do so much. You got 2 guys fighting. You can try to stop them from fighting, but if they want to fight, there's only so much you can say, only so much you can do here. And what we saw today in the Oval Office, I'm telling you, what you saw today out of Zelenskyy, he does not want to. He doesn't. He hates food, and it's just they don't want to stop. They want to fight. Let them fight. Doesn't mean we have to be involved. Doesn't mean we got to fund it. We can just be done with it. We can't solve the world's problems. No more, and don't bring him back. Don't invite him back to the White House either. We're done. Cut all funding to Ukraine. Be done with it. No more protection for Ukraine. God, these babies, I'm telling you, these crybabies. Some dude said a 29-year-old man shouldn't be sitting on the couch playing video games, drawing Medicare and food stamps and shit. And he's right. He's right. I've been saying it for years. I've been saying for years that no single man with no kids, nothing to take care of, should be drawing no fucking food stamps, getting a bunch of free shit from the government. For what? It's just you. And then he says, it's that's for single moms. And then people get all bent out of shape about it. But that's what it's for. That's what it was made for. It wasn't made for you to sit on that. It was literally made for single mothers. That's the whole point of it. And old people and shit. Not for your 29-year-old ass. It's not conservatism. Okay, well, leaving single mothers on the side of the road to rot is not a winning message, brother. Hate to break it to you, but it doesn't win over voters. Most people aren't heartless pieces of shit. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not going to win elections. So keep in mind you have to win elections. You can't go too extreme because you got to win elections. And you have to live in reality. So there is a lot of single mothers, and you just have to live in reality. If you're not willing to help them, well, then the Democrats will. And there goes a whole voter block that you don't get because you want to play this game where you don't want to live in reality and you don't want to admit that there's a lot of deadbeat dads and a lot of single mothers, and it just is what it is. You want to lecture everybody on, you got to be more conservative and you've got to do it. That's great. That's great. You can lecture to the end of time, but it is what it is. Remember, it is what it is. Remember to live in reality. Remember not to get caught up in your fantasies about utopia, this perfect world you live in. This guy's like, maybe we could cut all these single males that are drawing all these food stamps and stuff. We could cut them. And that's a win. That's a win. That'll reduce spending and then people get all benefit. No, no, no. You should just cut it off all. Delete it. Get rid of all of it. Oh God, that gives the Democrats something to talk about though. Then they'll be saying we left all these single mothers out to dry, and then you'll have all these stories, and they'll be interviewing these people on TV. It seems like a bad idea. What about optics? What about future elections? What about holding on to power? No, no, no. Fuck all that. Let's just blow it all up. This is why you all lose. This is why until Trump came along, you were getting slapped around by Democrats. I'm begging you guys to realize that you don't know anything and to let Trump handle it. Just let him handle it. Okay? Remember all these nerds that said we shouldn't vote for Trump because he wasn't going hard on abortion. Remember all that? Remember all that bullshit? As if Kamala, it never even makes sense. As if Kamala was gonna go hard on it. It never even makes sense to me. They'll be like, Trump will save 99% of the babies. And they're like, well, if he won't save all 100% of them, I'm gonna I'm gonna support the candidate that will kill 100%. What? Well, I won't support that candidate, but I'll just stay home. Like, what? Why not save 99%? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get you people. People want to be losers. That's what it is. Like they can't. Trump is right when he said these people don't want to win. They want to lose. They'll start crying about winning. He's talking about cutting off a 29-year-old sitting on the couch playing video games who's getting like welfare. The fact that that's even a thing is insane. And he's talking about getting rid of it. And the guy can't just go, hell yeah, that's great news. No, he's got to find a problem with it. Oh, he wants to give single mothers some money to buy food and diapers. Fuck this guy. And see, Mike Johnson has to win elections, so he has to, not come off as a complete total piece of shit. Okay? I mean, these are the takes we're dealing with. The brightest minds. You find the brightest minds. Oh, Epstein files nothing. What a joke that was. The hell was that? That was the first Trump L of the administration. That shit. I mean, look at this dork. Look at him.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong,
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You don't
was
have
in
the cards right now. With us, you start
I'm
having
not playing
cards. But
cards.
right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling
I'm the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What you-
III.
what you
You're
speaking about?
gambling with
What are you
World
speaking
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
I'm very
they
respect.
should
Have
have.
you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire
today.
meeting, you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of
I don't
appreciation
think-
for the
what-
United
what
States
you're
of
speaking
America
about.
and the president who's trying to save your country.
I mean, what a clown. What a clown. Let him figure it out. Please let him figure it out. Please let me wake up tomorrow and see that they've cut all the funding and they're just done with it. Please leave him hanging. Leave him to figure it all out on his fucking own. If they cut all Ukraine funding and leave this motherfucker out to dry, I'll buy a MAGA hat tomorrow. I don't even have no money right now. I'll buy it. I mean, what a joke. All right, I'm going to bed. I gotta work. Marco Rubio looked like he had a bad day. Marco Rubio's just had enough of this shit. Don't give that man no more money. It's time for Europe. It's time to make Europe step up. Uh, what? God, Jesus, the hell? Good grief! Y'all voted for that. Y'all voted for that on the right. Y'all voted for that shit. That shit was our. He was our president 4 years. What the hell is y'all thinking? Y'all can't be. That's what I'm saying. Y'all really need to go sit down somewhere and hush. Y'all shouldn't be saying nothing about nothing. Because we seen what y'all voted for. It's insane. Never forget. You got to remind yourself that they voted for this. Don't forget what they did. Look at them. And they want to lecture and talk about. They got nothing to say. Hush. What the fuck? The fuck is going on with The Rock? And we're in the age of the dictator. Get over it. This is what happens when you let when you let crime run wild, when you go wild and just act like a fool, when you go full retard, you get a dictator, okay? And there's worse dictators to have, I tell you that. There's worse to have. Delusion. I mean, just look at the imagery. Lazinski looks like a child. He's this little guy. He's already a little guy. Did you see him when he came and Trump met him at the door and was like, he dressed for the occasion. He's all dressed up. But he looks so tiny next to Trump. And look at him here. Look at the optics. He looks like a spoiled kid crying, and the parents are like, "Yeah, enough, enough. We've heard enough of this bullshit, bro." Like that's the thing. Like nobody's siding with Putin, but we know this guy's a clown. Like this guy here, that don't mean we like Putin. That don't mean we're on his side. Just means we know this guy right here is a clown. This guy, Putin's actually a tough son of a bitch. Putin's actually a fucking ex fucking KGB guy. He's killed people. Putin ain't no fucking joke. And Lazinski tries to act like a tough guy, but he's not a tough guy at all. Not a tough guy at all. And watching him just want to keep this war going and everything, when you know he's no tough guy, when you know he would never fight himself, it's just pathetic. This weak fucking clown sending all these men to die when, Trump is right there. They're ready to make a deal for peace. Trump's doing the work. He just needs this fucking clown to do what he's told. And Trump will get this war over with and there'll be peace and everything will be better over there. And this fucking clown can't behave himself. It's what a joke. And it's an IQ test. Anyone that thinks Trump made a fool of himself today is a fucking idiot. Case fucking closed. Look at this picture. I mean, look at this picture. Look at Lazinski. Just look at him. Take it in. This is insane. Look at this. Look like a crybaby kid. Look at him. Like, oh, daddy, I want to go out and play. Let me go out and play. Go on. And literally if you watch the whole 50 minutes, Trump is repeatedly saying we just have to The people keep dying. Like 2,000 people died. Soldiers on both sides dying. It's pointless. He's like, you're not going to win this war. You have no chance. Like, what are we doing? Just endlessly fighting for nothing. It's all pointless. And he's right. Ukraine cannot win this war. This whole thing is pointless. It needs to stop. We need to just stop. Who cares who started it? That doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is ending it. That's what matters. We know how it started. We know the ins and outs. We know everything that went on. We know. We know. But dwelling on that is not going to bring an end to the war. We got to bring an end to it. Quit focusing on how it started, and start focusing on how you're going to end the shit. So hard about this. And he just was so bent out of shape about it. Well, Putin invaded, and Putin did this, and Putin did that, and Putin can't be trusted, and I don't trust him, and he won't follow the deal, and yeah. Okay, well, okay. Then I guess you're gonna go home, and you're gonna have to call up England and France and all these clowns and beg them for money because we're done. We're done. We want you to sign this deal. We want this ceasefire. We want this war to end. Now, if Putin invades again or whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we're not going to live in these hypotheticals and wonder what could a lot of shit could happen. Right now, we got people killing each other. It's time to end it. It's like that dumbass reporter was like, "What happens if they make a ceasefire and Putin doesn't abide by it?" And Trump's like, "What happens if a bomb drops on your head?" I mean, what the fuck? What kind of question is this? Cross that bridge when we get there. If that happens, then we'll figure out the next move. What is Trump supposed to say? I'll drop a nuke on him if you fucking go. That's what they want to hear. They want Trump to go, I'll nuke him. I'll nuke Russia if this motherfucker doesn't listen. Okay, we're not going to say that because that's a serious escalation to tension. I mean, what the fuck? Trump should do that, honestly. They keep saying, like, oh, you won't be hard on Russia. He should go on TV and go, if Russia doesn't make a deal, I'm going to drop a nuke on Moscow. Watch these liberals' heads fucking spin like, what? What the fuck is he doing? Well, you said he wasn't being hard on him. Fuck it. I mean, Trump can't win. Like, if he was being hard on Putin, like I said, they would spin that. They're going to spin it and make it negative no matter what. And everybody knows that, and no one's listening anymore to you nerds. Yeah, they want to act like we all didn't watch that today. No, we all watched it. It was only 15 minutes long. I listened to it twice. I've seen the clip of them arguing like 3, 4 times, and I've seen the full clip twice. Dude, I'll die laughing if he comes back in a fucking suit and signs that deal. I will die. God, can you imagine? They're saying he was doing coke.
The rebuilding, and
Keir Starmer at the White House this past week.
this country have an obligation to do that. Plus,
Putin and
President Zelenskyy. Wait, for both. I want to get it solved, but I want to see it get solved.
May I follow up? One more question. In the future,
But we have put in far more than they have. And I
Mr. President,
please go ahead.
Ask you about the agreement again today. What changed?
I'm going to be very nice. Run by today, and we thought they took it very, very much too far. JD was
U.S.
The
forces?
agreement, yeah, we're signing an agreement. I just told you I don't think that's going to happen. And if that were going to happen, I wouldn't make a deal. If I thought that was going to be tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate, he's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but
I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to
dictate what we're going to feel.
October, offer some more.
You got to be more. You don't have the cards. With us, you have Obama. They respect. Let me tell you, Putin, all I can say is this. He might have empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without, I think it's going to be pretty. But you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards.
You don't have the fucking cards. I mean, I don't know if he's on drugs. Y'all say that about everybody. I just don't. People say that about me, and I've never done cocaine in my life, so I don't put a lot of faith in your guys' expert opinions on these video analysis of people's facial movements and the fact that they do sniff and they touch their fucking nose and all that. I think you guys are a bit in the weeds with all that shit. But I'm sure you're right sometimes. When did you sign that deal, brother?